One Zambia, one nation. You are watching the main news. I am your presenter, Henry Himonde. Let's take a look at the stories making headline. Vice President urges women entrepreneurs to produce quality goods. Government to rehabilitate cancer diseases hospital at a cost of over $30 million US. And Mpulungu main market has been gutted. Now the news in detail. Vice President Mutale Nalumango has called on women entrepreneurs to produce quality goods that can compete favorably on the international market. Mrs. Nalumango says women have the potential to contribute to the country's economic development if they can support each other in their various enterprises through innovation. Speaking during a meeting for women in industry organized by the Zambia Association of Manufacturing in Lusaka, Mrs. Nalumango explained that government is working hard to remove barriers that hinder women from thriving in their businesses. The Vice President said there is need to accelerate gender equality in manufacturing as women have potential to contribute to the country's economic growth, and that to this end government is tailoring reforms to promote women entrepreneurship. And Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry Chipoka Mulenga says women have the capacity to change the country's economic outlook once supported. Earlier, Zambia Association of Manufacturers Vice President Frosine Haloba says empowering women in industry is not merely a moral imperative. It is also a strategic plan to drive innovation, productivity, and sustainability.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will be serving in my capacity as Vice President if I did not remind you that as we accelerate gender equality in manufacturing, we must also champion innovation. You are doing well even in this field, I must say. We as women should be pioneers, and we should be able to create value-added products that are able to compete favorably on the global market. As government, we stand ready to support you as you embark on this journey of transforming raw potential into tangible prosperity. We are committed to unlocking the bottlenecks and barriers that hinder women's full participation in national development, especially in economic transformation and job creation. We are indeed committed in transforming women's potential into prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, let us remember that attaining gender equality is a collective undertaking. It requires the concerted efforts of the government, industry players, and civil society. It demands that we not only open doors for women, but also nurture the environment into one where they can thrive.
As a servant leader in the ministry, I just want to encourage our ladies, should I say our women in this industrial sector, that the time has come when we change the paradigm shift, when there was a paradigm shift in how we do business. I pray to God that this will not just be an event, but it will be a way of life of how women engage themselves in the agenda of economic and social development for our country. You have shown and you have proved that you can be a strong partner in developing our economies. The Zambia Association of Manufacturers, I strongly believe it's not deliberate, but it's because of the quality of the personnel they have. They have a female vice president, they have a female CEO. This is because of what you have brought to the table. Zambia has shown that ladies are people that are strong partners in bringing many community and social economic development in different areas where we reside.
We are committed to advancing the role of women in our country. Today, under the theme Accelerating Equality in Manufacturing through Economic Empowerment, we recognize the indispensable contributions of women to the fabric of our industry and society at large. Empowering women in industry is not merely a moral imperative, it is a strategic imperative for driving innovation, productivity, and sustainable development.
SADC Ministerial Committee on Politics, Defense and Security Cooperation Chairperson Mlambo Haimbe says the regional bloc needs to strive to ensure that peace and security in the region is guarded at all costs. Mr. Haimbe says when one country's peace and security is endangered, the development of the rest of the region is affected. He was speaking during the opening of the extraordinary meeting of the Ministerial Committee of the SADC organ on Politics, Defense and Security Cooperation. And Mr. Haimbe, who is also acting Minister of Foreign Affairs, said the committee will receive an update on the situation in the eastern part of Cabo Delgado province in Mozambique, as well as the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Meanwhile, SADC Executive Secretary Elias Magosi said without peace and security, the necessary goals of development in the region would not be attained. Mr. Magosi expressed confidence that the deliberation will be a success.
Peace and security is the foundation on which the regional integration and socio-economic development of our region are built. Hence, we need to do everything possible within our means to guard our peace and security so that we have a conducive environment for regional integration and development. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, when the peace and security of one of our member states is in danger, the pace of development of our entire region gets affected. Hence, we need to continue assisting our sister countries to ensure that the negative forces are eliminated in our region.
Without peace and security, we cannot achieve our shared development goals, which are clearly spelled out in the SADC Regional Integrated Strategic Development Plan of 2020 to 2030 and our SADC Vision 2050. Therefore, we should thank the Member States for the continued support through our sister countries.
Minister of Water and Sanitation Mike Mposha says government remains committed to advancing the water and sanitation sector in the country. Speaking in a speech read on his behalf by Lusaka Province Minister Shio Mulyata at the World Water Day commemoration in Lusaka's Kanyama area, Mr. Mposha says it is evident by the various initiatives currently being implemented which are aimed at expanding access to clean water and sanitation services. Here is a report.
Alenshi, Manzi, Menda, Mezi, Meya, water.
Water is life and no doubt one of the fundamental needs for the survival of humanity across the planet. This is why government has intensified its efforts to ensuring access to clean water and sanitation among citizens. Lusaka Province Minister Shio Mulyata, who represented Water Development and Sanitation Minister Mike Mposha at the World Water Day commemorations in Lusaka's Kanyama area, reiterated government's commitment to this cause.
Among the key water resource development interventions being implemented countrywide is the construction and rehabilitation of our dams, boreholes, and other related infrastructure to ensure sustained water availability for social and productive use. I wish to state that one of the key projects that has been implemented in Lusaka Province to address the challenge of inadequate access to clean water, safe drinking water, is the USD 150 million Kafua Bulk Water Supply Project.
And lead cooperating partner Africa Development Bank representative Rabiu Durowoji also spoke at the event.
Delivery of water investments in Africa is lagging behind the continent's economic and social needs. and behind other growth sectors. The African Development Bank estimates that about USD 64 billion should be invested each year to meet the vision of water security for all by 2030. The actual figure invested is between 10 and 19 billion US dollars, leaving an annual investment gap of about 45 to 59 billion US dollars.
This year's International World Water Day was commemorated under the theme Leveraging Water for Peace and Localized, Addressing Water and Sanitation Challenges to Promote Peace. Ntazanga Mumba for Zanis in Lusaka.
Ntazanga Mumba with that report there. We now move to Northwestern Province, where Provincial Permanent Secretary Grandson Katambi has commended cooperating partners for the role they have continued to play in forest management. Speaking when he officiated at the commemoration of the International Day of Forests held in Chief Ntambo's area, Colonel Katambi says cooperating partners continue to play a significant role in building capacities for rural communities to meaningfully benefit from natural resources. Details in the following report.
Protect the forests to keep the forest spirit bright day and night. Keep Zambia green.
The message is clear. The forests are under threat. This is the reason people from all walks of life, including cooperating partners and government, have gathered in Chief Ntambo's area to commemorate the International Day of Forests. Various cooperating partners have underscored the important role trees play in maintaining the health of the ecosystem and have outlined measures being put in place to protect the forests.
FAO is supporting about 5,000 farmers in sustainable agriculture, and this is agriculture adjacent to forestry areas. So this is to reduce pressure into the forest as we intensify agricultural production.
TNC's focus is on the Greater Kafuri ecosystem and the West Lunga complex. Our focus is on the game management areas and the community conservation areas that surround these.
Government is grateful for the support.
We want to thank all those partners that have come forward to make, and those who continue to make this chiefdom what it is today. You are very, very lucky, the Ntambo people.
Chief Ntambo says this year's devastating drought underscores the urgent need to preserve forests.
If we work together, it will help mitigating the consequences being faced by humanity because of the damages we are doing to the environment, hence causing devastating climate change, as we have experienced this year's effects of El Nino phenomenon.
Earlier, Colonel Katambi paid a courtesy call on Chief Ntambo before engaging in a ceremonial tree planting ceremony. For Zanis, I'm Florence Windsor.
Ms. Masebo says more than 9,000 people in Zambia die from cancer annually, and in order to reduce this burden as well as improve access to quality health care, the Ministry of Health has planned to decentralize cancer services. She explained that within the present National Cancer Control Strategic Plan of 2022 to 2026, breast, prostate, gut, cervical, and childhood cancers are benchmarked for cancer control as priority alignments. The minister was speaking during the signing ceremony between the Ministry of Health and Siemens Healthineers for the rehabilitation and re-equipping of the Cancer Diseases Hospital. She said the signing ceremony signifies the long-awaited refurbishment and re-equipping of the Cancer Diseases Hospital that will now begin, thereby making a very important milestone on the future of cancer treatment in Zambia.
Cancer is the second leading cause of death in the world, and for Zambia, we have more than 9,000 people who die from cancer every year. To reduce this burden and to improve access and care, which is quality, the Ministry of Health has planned to decentralize cancer services. Within the present National Cancer Control Strategic Plan of 2022 to 2026, breast, prostate, gut, cervical panelists, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. With a population of over 20 million, Zambia has not been immune to the rising rates of cancer. Zambia records on average 15,296 new cancer cases each year. The highest burden of cancer comes from cervical cancer, with approximately 3,640 new cases. Another cancer called sarcoma, with 2,427 new cases. And then you have prostate cancer with 1,642 cases. And then breast cancer, 1,111. And then there is the cancer of the food pipe, 524 cases. In addition, childhood cancers, despite being curable, are also associated with very high mortality in Zambia.
So I'm very happy because we will bring not only new technology, world-class equipment, but as well technical services, maintenance, staff training, so that the cancer center can be sustainable for the long term. This is a very inspiring project because all of these pieces have been taken together to ensure that these machines and these technologies will be able to work for the next years. It can be concluding within the next 12 months. And personally, as Siemens Healthineers, we will immediately start to build the machines and ship them to Canada. So that should happen, I think, within the next 6 months. Combined with the training of the staff and the finalization of the civil works, I think we can treat the first patient as soon as possible. This is our goal.
Now, rehabilitation works of the 3 kilometers Chifwenge-Chupa Road in Chifwenge Ward of Chilubi District is nearing completion. The project, which is being funded by the Transforming Landscapes for Resilience and Development at a cost of $5 million, involves the construction of the embankment in Chifwenge. Chilubi District Commissioner Risto Mushembe, who visited the area to check on the project, has expressed happiness with the development. More in the following report.
This is the 3-kilometer Chifwenge-Chumpa embankment that the government, through the Transforming Landscape for Resilience and Development Triad project, is rehabilitating in Chilubi District to the tune of over $5 million. The rehabilitation works that is being done by China Geo Corporation Company has reached about 90%. This has elated residents of Chifwenge and Muteka Ward in Chilubi District, who used to have challenges crossing the area during the rain season.
Abengi barifuira muri uno mukata mufyo wabipire lero na kibe kya dongere kabiri tuletotera muturundire pona tumbi
nachiwa masana pakutupangira ko musebo ipangi twalechura pakuya kumwenge ku hospital iro mukata pakuenda pakufuma kuno kuya kuntanshikulia tatware kwatomwa kusomokera so twale tubura menshata lisano kwenda kufika kuya kukliniki.
Chilubi District Commissioner Risto Mushembe is happy that government, through the Triad project, is providing solution to the challenges people used to face when crossing the embankment.
As government, we are really thankful. We are appreciating the partnership that we have received from Triad in ensuring that they put up this embankment. Before now, we used to experience a lot of challenges in transporting the maternity cases from these surrounding areas, like in Chiloba Ward, we have a clinic there. We have 2 clinics actually. So if they have referral cases, the drivers used to struggle.
The traditional leaders have commended government for the gesture.
Namba chali angusha sana emiendele Yesu. Elo kabiri pamulandu wa chipatala na chocho tuleta shana sana. Kubuteko na bonse abayibimba mu pamonga batralati. Twalefirwa okusenda abalweri okutwala ku chipatala nga paba emergency.
Reporting for Zanis, I'm Jafet Munkondia.
In Southern Province, stakeholders of the Drought Resilience to Overcome Poverty project being implemented in Kalomo and Gwembe districts have urged farmers to adopt smart agricultural practices owing to the prevailing climate change phenomena. The 5-year Irish-aided and funded project being implemented by Self-Help Africa is targeting 1,500 farmers in each of the 2 districts where it is operating. More in the following report.
It is not the grand trek, but a learning walk in the fields to get the concept of planting drought-resistant crops. This was at a field day at Albert Mandevu's farm in Kasikiri area of Kalomo, organized by Self-Help Africa. Program Manager Decision Mwemba outlines the intervention of this 5-year project.
Self-Help Africa is implementing a project called Drought Resilience to Overcome Poverty project. This project is 5 years and is the donors or is funded by Irish Aid. We are targeting 1,500 farmers. The project has 7 or 8 main interventions. One is promoting conservation agriculture or climate smart agriculture. In all, the project has distributed drought tolerant crops, which are cowpeas, sorghum, cassava, orange sweet potatoes, and sunflower.
And officiating at the function, the Kalomo District Administration urges the farming community to crop diversify.
This year is a learning turning point so that we start embracing these crop drought resistance. I'm not saying stop cultivating maize. I said learn to diversify. Do not put all the eggs in one basket.
And the host farmer encouraged others to engage in climate smart agriculture.
Conservation farming. So, bubotu wagaena mbaguti mwenga mara inaripa inga zionse byozi ntumenda rakariraga goto azisanga muri muzi bwene beans yangu mbibede so ilibyo gaboti ilibyo green na goto ya gomene na mbuyu muyu.
Martin Mashekwa in Kalomo, Zanis, Southern Province.
Professional insurance company has urged learners in Kalomo district to learn the skills of saving to secure their future. Professional insurance marketing and communications manager Nchiweme Malambo encouraged the learners at Choma Secondary School to learn the art of saving from very small businesses that they intend to have in the future. More in the following report.
Financial literacy can influence attitudes and behaviors towards money management and improve the understanding of financial matters. During this Financial Literacy Week under the theme, Protect Your Money, Secure Your Future, pupils at Choma Secondary School in Choma District are excited to learn about financial literacy to secure their future. The pupils, with support from Professional Insurance, held a debate in both Tonga and English to share their knowledge on financial literacy. The pupils had this to say about financial literacy.
Brought to us learners an idea of how we can save our money and neutralize it in the near future. For me, I'm in a grade 12 class, so insurance has opened up my mind in a sense that I'm now able to know how I can save money and I'm able to know how I can protect myself from financial losses.
And Professional Insurance encouraged the pupils to learn and develop the skills of saving.
Saving for an investment. We're not speaking big things. We're speaking running a chicken run. We're speaking baking muffins or baking scones and selling to those that cannot bake. You know, sewing majus and selling to those that cannot sew. Plaiting hair for those that cannot plait themselves. So an investment is a venture that makes your money not just sit still, but it allows your money to grow.
The insurance company also donated 5,000 kwacha to the school to purchase materials for financial literacy. Kalunga Msonda, Zanis News, Choma District, Southern Province.
Fire has swept through Mpulungu main market in Mpulungu district, destroying goods worth millions of kwacha. The fire, which started around midnight, has left over 100 makeshift shops gutted. And Mpulungu District Commissioner Jihad Skazwe, who visited the market this morning, is saddened by this occurrence. Christine Miselo has more in the following report.
Fire has swept through Mpulungu main market, destroying property worth millions of kwacha. The fire, which started around midnight, has destroyed over 100 makeshift shops in the market. Mpulungu District Commissioner Jihad Sikazwe, who visited the market this morning, has expressed sadness over the development.
So, chino tukasitulenge kuli mwemu chakuti iukizino kuti tuli namu mupipi already tuchitali poti pano vikwani vili kuno already a president iya vilo livi kuchitika ali chino tuizu kuti tuvuange na mwani mpai mwezi ali mchula so tusiku konka standi na standi.
And some affected traders have appealed to government for assistance.
Kwenanga chako batunguteko kuti balolekesha abantu kumonepo bwalaba afwa amasandi antwa gwata muno yaba 125 kuli 125 ushele fyo tunonoto atishirimbi kuti twafika nangu 20 elo namaloni bali tupela kwena bali bomba nomba kunata kuli business elo fyapyo musango wala chashani batu afwe kubuteko kutumone bamone pali disaster ya chitike
umuliro wachirako abantu taking advantage bali uyu ndo bamwatira pantura mashops bakute tibafurisha kashi mukwafurisha mwamwende bachira sende FP bale ya grafine so abengi na mama shops na balusa sana FP.
Christian Mselo reporting for Zanis in Mpulungu.
Now, stakeholders in Chavuma district have commended the Zambia Information and Communication Authority for empowering them with the necessary knowledge to protect themselves and others in the digital space. ZICTA launched a comprehensive cyber security awareness program, which is also addressing issues of scammers across the country. Here are the details.
The Zambia Information and Communications Authority, ZICTA, embarked on sensitization programs against scammers. The program aims at educating various community sectors on the importance of online safety and the strategies scammers use, a move that has been welcomed by various stakeholders in Chavuma district.
Meeting has been so fruitful and very nice at the same time because almost everyone is being scammed or threatened to be scammed. So I think we appreciate the ZICTA for coming to Chavuma to sensitize us.
We have enjoyed the sensitization today from ZICTA, except we would have loved to receive brochures so that we are able to remember, go through what we have learned.
I would also like to encourage the residents of Chavuma to take this timely sensitization and timely advice from ZICTA as very seriously, because this is a very serious concern, so that we can curb scammers.
And ZICTA cybersecurity specialist Emma Kapambwe explains the importance of reading the Cybersecurity and Cybercrimes Act.
The challenge is that people are not aware. Most people haven't taken time to read the Cybersecurity and Cybercrimes Act. Other people have just taken on face value what they've seen online, but read it. It's actually for you.
Josephine Boundy reporting for Zanis, Chavuma district in Northwestern Province.
Still on the digital space, the country has been grappling with the high cases of digital financial fraud, resulting in members of the public being swindled of their finances. In a bid to address the prevailing situation, the Zambia Information Communication Technology Authority ZICTA has put in place measures aimed at safeguarding the cyberspace. ZICTA Consumer Protection Manager Edgar Mlauzi says the measures are aimed at curbing digital financial fraud. More in the following report by Hope Kayuni.
As the country commemorates the Global Financial Literacy Week, the country has also continued to record an increase in financial fraud. And as part of its mandate to safeguard the rights of consumers and service providers, Zambia Information and Communications Technology Authority, ZICTA, has heightened efforts to address the problem. ZICTA Consumer Protection Manager Edgar Mlauzi outlines some of the interventions that the authority with other stakeholders is putting in place to mitigate the vices.
What we have done, we make the service providers, so we have put in some controls to ensure that actually there will be no malicious reports. Some of these interventions, we're already working on them. They will put some other additional controls to ensure that actually members of the public or consumers are not inconvenienced. The other measure which we are working on, we are working with the Ministry of Home Affairs. We believe that actually digital identity card is also going to help in terms of addressing or mitigating against these scamming activities because of additional safety and security measures like authentication. Because under the Ministry of Home Affairs, the digital identity project will ensure that to require people to get their biometrics. So these other additional safety and security features are going to help to deal with these scammers who are hiding under false identities. The other issue we have put in place is a rapid consumer program to ensure that actually we create awareness and sensitization across the country to consumers, especially around these scamming messages.
The members of the public have also shared their concerns and experiences on financial fraud and have appealed to ZICTA to address the challenges.
More especially to the members of the public. Yeah, a lot of people have been scammed of huge sums of money. So what we would love to do is we would love ZICTA to come in and really help out.
This is my first time upon drama. So I'm asking government, please, ZICTA work hard so that abantu mbagwire, please. In a drama 3,500.
Mr. Mlauzi is also urging consumers to be part of the solutions by securing the finances and reporting any suspected fraud activities.
But we feel that consumers have a bigger role to play to protect their monies through ensuring that they do some validation, whether it's promotion, whether it's when you receive a message that somebody has erroneously sent money to you. Before you even send that money back, you need to confirm whether the balance on your account is correct. So we're also believing that the consumer has also a critical role to play.
This year's Financial Literacy Week is being commemorated under the theme, Protect Your Money, Secure Your Future. Cholwe Kayuni for Zanis in Lusaka.
And finally, the Zambia Public Procurement Authority has expressed satisfaction with the quality of work on the Constituency Development Fund sponsored projects in Chongwe District. Speaking when he toured some selected projects, Zambia Public Procurement Authority Board Chairperson Richard Chijuka urged the Ministry of Health to provide equipment and staffing for completed projects to ensure their full functionality to benefit communities. Details in this report by Audrey Kalenga.
A team of board of directors from Zambia Public Procurement led by its board chairman Richard Chizuka has inspected Constituency Development Fund sponsored projects in Chongwe District to appreciate the works. The projects include the completion of Kapete Maternity Annex in Kapete, construction of Lukoshi Clinic in Lukoshi Ward, and the construction of a health post at Kwamwena in Madido Ward. Mr. Chizuka has emphasized the need for the Ministry of Health to provide equipment and staffing for completed projects to ensure their full functionality.
One other problem we found is that the common one is that all these, especially the 3 that are completed, they have not yet been equipped. And what we are saying is that in future, as people plan to undertake a project like this, they must also begin to profile the procurement of equipment so that the moment the project is finished, it can start operating. We have a case there in the Charimbana area the second visit, where the building has been completed for over a year, and it's ready.
Elizabeth Ngoma, a volunteer at Kapete Rural Health Post, and members of the community are thankful to government for constructing the maternity ward.
Kwati nindetotera sana kupali ifimwachita pano paka Pete Health Post mwatuletera ko health post ukweba ati mwatuputula kwa muroki ukweba ati bale papa bana mayo pantwiringi bana mayo bale papira fye mulodi limbi mu mayanda so tuliba kutotera sana pako bati mwatuletera ko kliniki yesu ya pano paka Pete ukweba ati bana mayo bale pusuka.
In terms of ngayo papira ku kliniki mankala bwino kusiana na kunyumba zapezeka ulina problem manje yo problem ngati wapapira kunyumba si mankala okay clinic wangaione problem ngakutandizile maye kunyumba problem ngakutandizile.
Earlier, the delegation paid a courtesy call on Chongwe Town Clerk Damson Mukwato, where a number of pertinent issues were discussed.
Local contractors, of course, we have got issues of capacity, some of them. They depend on when they claim, that's when they implement the project. So we are not yet there, but I think there's a start. You guided us through circulars that we should give chance to the people, the local people, to actually.
Audrey Kalenga for Zanis in Chongwe.
That report by Audrey Kalenga brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, let's take another look at the top stories. Vice President Mtalena Lumango has urged women entrepreneurs to produce quality goods that can compete on the international market. Government is set to rehabilitate the Cancer Diseases Hospital at a cost of over 30 million United States dollars. And Mpulungu main market has been gutted. Thank you so much for watching the news. On behalf of the entire news production crew, my name is Henry Himonde. Remember, we are one Zambia, one nation. Goodbye.